Republican ticket, Mr. Newland is running on the Democrat ticket, and Mr. Max Green is running on the Libertarian. Mr. Green, you have the microphone nearest you, so we'll let you start, sir. Tell us the three qualities which you believe make you the best candidate for the position of Sheriff of Washington County.
All right, I'll start off with the qualities I have that make me the best candidate, I think, is that I've not been inside the system. As far as an active officer, I have a different perspective. I have what I believe to be the public's perspective. I have military service, I have combat service, I have a perspective on the militarization of the police force that may be different than other people who don't have that perspective. I believe that being out in the public and having a different point of view and how you perceive the police force, it would make a difference on how the public accepts the future of the county.
My name is Roger Newland. I've been in law enforcement for just a little over 30 years. I started as Pekin Town Marshal in '84. Been with the county for 24 years. I've been to the academy. I've been to multiple trainings. I've had a large part to play in the operations of the jail. I think law enforcement's a big part of the Sheriff's Department. We answer probably 95% of the calls. We respond to 95% of them, I'd say. We work most of the accidents, burglaries. I think we've got a well group of guys up there. I'd like to see it continue. And like I say, I've had a large part. The biggest part of this job is operation of that jail. And I think I'm experienced and can handle that job, or I know I can. Thank you.
I'm Roy Overshiner. He asked for three things, and first of all, I have an extensive background in law enforcement. It spans 32 years. I currently work at the Indiana Law Enforcement Academy in Plainfield after spending 28 years here in Salem. And I worked at two other agencies before I came here to Salem, Indiana University and the Columbus Police Department, to name them. I have an extensive background in training. I'm a certified instructor. I still continue to hold my certification as a law enforcement officer, even though I'm not a sworn officer at this time. I have a diverse personality. I get involved in the public regularly, Old Settlers Days, all other kinds of programs, get involved with youth programs, have done so all of my career. And with all that background, I've never done it to run for sheriff. This is just something that started, and I think the time is right for me to be sheriff, given my background and what I've learned over the years.
All right, any rebuttal? It's not really a question for that. Mr. Newland, since you have the microphone and you touched on this, there was a lot of talk in the primary, particularly with our building of new jail. What operational changes do you see will be necessary in the way our jail in the future will be operated as opposed to now? And how will you equip your jailers to deal with those changes?
As far as equipping the jailers, we've added 3 new jailers. We're hoping that will accommodate the new building, maybe one more. All of our jailers, all of our dispatchers has been trained by what's set out by the state, except for the 3 additionals we just hired, which they will be going through training. There's a lot of new features to the new jail. Of course, there's a lot more room. We've struggled for years with the overcrowdedness, and I think it's going to take a lot of stress off of everyone, including officers, the sheriff, the jailers, as far as having room to operate. And there's a lot of new programs going in. Video visitation will take a a lot of workload off of the workers. I think we're well prepared to take in this new building.
You'll pass it to either gentleman?
I think we have this new facility, and it's going to take a little while to figure out, will we have enough staff to do what we need with the additional inmates that we're going to get from other counties? That's what worries me the most, is that we're not going to get the trustees and the people that you would like to have. We had the opportunity to spend county money to send inmates elsewhere. We chose not to do so. I'm afraid that any other county, that if they're having to send their inmates elsewhere, they're going to be the rough of the rough, and in which case I don't want to have jailers unnecessarily put in harm's way or have to double up the staff in order to protect them. And until you're in there to see how the operation runs and what people you have, that's all you can do, is just sit back and watch.
Given the facility and they're changing the size of it, and it has increased considerable, you have to consider the internal and external stressors that are going to occur, and external being one in our community when you start bringing in out-of-town prisoners, which they will do eventually to keep the census up in the jail, keep the numbers up. So you're going to have people coming to visit their family members that are here in our jail. So the outside stressors are going to be the people stopping in at McDonald's, the gas stations, the people we don't know that are going to be coming here from like Indianapolis or wherever in the state. So that's going to be one external or a form of external stressor. Internal stressors inside the jail are going to be such things as, let's face it, a guy that's jailed in Terre Haute or Indianapolis, things, your common Washington County type inmates. So those people are going to have some clashes. As far as training is concerned, first of all, you're not going to have enough members with 2 or 3 people, not when you're going to increase the jail the size it's going to be. Second of all, minimum training ain't going to cut it. You're going to have extended training. You're going to have acceptable training. Thank you.
You rebuttal?
The only thing I'd like to add, these guys are trained, they're trained in other things other than what's set out. They go through our physical tactics. They also go through taser. They're trained in several different things. As far as the type of people being sent down here, we have a lot worse people that's being arrested in our county than what they'll be sending us. And the type of people, with the video visitation, it's going to be a big load off of people coming here to visit.
You'll pass the microphone to, do you have anything? No. Okay. You'll pass it to Roy. We'll let him start this next question. What programs will you implement to commit that the sheriff's office and the deputies from the sheriff's office have a public and noticeable presence at various county events on a daily basis throughout our county?
And there'll be programs such as assigned work details, the individuals on a rotationary basis. That way you wouldn't have the same guys doing the same thing over and over. One, they wouldn't get burned out. And 2, you wouldn't have the same guys getting used to doing, working with the same people. You keep mixing them up. With these people, you need to train them to work with the community and so on and so forth. And you need to work with the employees, and then you need to communicate with the citizens. And you would expect that your officers are out there being just that, good public relations people. Officers need to be what they are, human, when they're at the special events. And I think everybody should go to the events, and they shouldn't be sour about being at the events. They should be happy. You should foster a program in which the individual is happy about going there. So you might want to pick your staff based on their personality. So you make sure you send the right personality maybe to the certain type of events so the individual's happy while he's there.
You'll pass it on down to Mr. Newland and Mr. Earl.
First of all, there's only 12 of us, so we go to every event. You can't pick and choose who goes to what event. It'd be nice to be able to do that. We have reserve officers that also show up at all events. I think we've got a well group of guys. I've never heard any negative about having to go to an event. They go to ball games. We have officers that go to the schools, so their presence is seen in the community, in our schools. That's about
don't think the officers, the individuals as a whole, are a problem with any of them going to any events out here that they have. I think they're a good group of people. I think the only thing is to help community relations more would be as have what I've proposed, an independent oversight board, so we can actually show that our officers are doing a good thing. Most of them are. I don't have a problem with that. When we have a problem with another agency, it looks bad on everybody, and that's why I believe it should be able to say that our people's not doing these squirrely things. It's another department, and let them have opportunity to explain why they feel that way. Thank you.
Just on one remark, if we do have a problem with an officer, if it's even as little as an accident, we have another agency investigated. We have state police, sometimes we even have the city, but somebody other than our department to investigate.
Mr. Newland, I'll direct this question kind of to follow up. What programs or how would you intend to use technology as part of a public relations campaign from the Sheriff's Office to keep in touch with the community and let the community know what is going on within the Sheriff's Office and what the activities of the Sheriff's Office and its deputies have been?
Well, we do have a website. We have an officer that tries to keep it updated as much as possible. He has a pretty heavy workload, but he does try to put things on the website, such as different things going on at the schools, even things with crimes and accidents we've investigated. Everybody's got access to a computer nowadays. And of course, there's social media. I think most of the officers, they put what they can on there, but a big part of it's going to be the computers, the radio. We use the newspaper, WSLM, a lot. We try to get out special things that's going on, special things we're working. And like I said, use those type media to let them know if we need assistance on something. Sometimes the public's eyes is what we need.
I think using any media you can get out there to, especially like the website, so you can immediately update what's going on, and the newspaper and the radio. But I think you need to pay special attention to what the people's griping about. Like an instance come up here years ago was somebody complaining the dog catcher truck was down in Clarksville, and they wanted to know why they was burning gas up down there. Well, the answer was it didn't really get out to the public good, but according to the sheriff, they were down there picking up dog food for the animal shelter where they'd been given like $500 worth of dog food from one of the pet stores down there. And that's a public relations thing. You really need to get out there and let the public know we're doing the right thing for the right reasons, and not have the stink that you're just burning up gas and doing nothing. I think the more you can get out there, good PR, it's the right thing to do.
Okay. Multimedia and modern media, I think my campaign starts showing some idea of how I would use that type of system. I have a very good, strong Facebook presence. I have a very elaborate website. I constantly am using my iPhone. Pictures are readily switched back and forth between me and my team of people. This goes on 24 hours a day sometimes. Depends on the weekend when I'm home, so on and so forth. Information is real time in today's world. Gentlemen are correct, and it can also be used as a two-way highway. These individuals can readily contact us in a on-time, real-time way. So again, my campaign, and the way I'm running it, is the way you would see me running the multimedia system at the jail as far as communication system. It can't be beat, and it's the way of today, and it's not just texting, it's photographs, it's everything. So be assured that I like that type of program, and we'll use it.
All right, Mr. Obersteiner, if you'll just keep it, our time is up for your candidacy, so we'll closing statements, and then go to Mr. Newland and Mr. Green.
First of all, a lot of people know who I am. I'm Roy Oakshire, and I'm the Republican candidate for the Washington County Sheriff this year. I'd like for you to vote for me on November 4th. I feel I am the most qualified, given my diverse background and my personality. I think it is time for change in our Sheriff's Department, and I am the man here that will give you the change that so many desire. I have walked the county, I've talked to the people have come up and talked to me. I really let people come up to me mostly. I don't go chasing them, and they're telling me what they want. They're actually telling me the things and the problems that they feel are out there. And to tell you the truth, are some of the problems that I experienced as a young man growing up in this county. So yes, I feel like I have a good handle on what this county needs for the future, being a resident here and a law enforcement officer here for as many years as I have. And it is important for us to have change now. We need to change it up and switch to something different for our future, for our children. Thank you.
I've been there for a long time. I've seen a lot of change. I think apparently we're doing something right. We've worked hard. We've had everything's improved gradually over the years, and I think it'll continue to improve. If I'm elected, it will improve. We've got a great bunch of guys up there that won't quit until they solve a burglary, solve a crime. They get on the trail of something, they don't quit. We've got probably $1 million worth of items back for people. That's the most rewarding, is solving these crimes and getting this property back for the people and the citizens. I've worked along with Roy for years. I've had his back, he's had my back. Don't know Mr. Green, but I'm your best candidate for the job. I've got the knowledge and the know-how to operate that new jail. Thank you.
I'm Max Green. I believe that I'm running because we're having trouble we didn't have drugs mentioned in the primary. The people I talked to, drugs are number one priority. They're worried about it. They're worried about whether their kids are going to be picked up in a drag net that we're going to harvest the young to fill the county jail with. They're worried that the laws aren't being imposed evenly across the board. They're afraid that they're going to be pulled over for alcohol. When the state said .08, they're going to be prosecuted for well below that just to fill the jails. And at the same time, we have laws being broken by the county and elected officials. We have the state open door law counselor just sit down and say that the state laws have been violated. I'm worried that the property tax sales we've had, when we didn't allow a proper legal meeting for the people asking for appeals.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your candidates for county sheriff.